Hello stars, and welcome to Star 11 Tarot. Today I will be doing a February weekly love forecast for the sign of Libra. Most readings will be in sequence from week to week, some will not. If a reading seems out of place for you, it is because that reading is resonating with someone else in need of a message for that particular week. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I will be reading 2 cards for each week of the month. Some of the readings may be occurring presently. Some of them will go well into March. For tarot, can be a few weeks off, give or take, related to timing. Okay. So for week 1, you have the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. The 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. All right, so this week is pretty heavy for you guys. I'll go into the 5s first. The 5 is about pessimism, it's disappointment and failure, regret, and maybe guilt. Whether it's guilt on your part or of your mate, there's hurt and the need to turn away. You've turned your back, you've turned away, or you want to turn away. But the one thing that you can remember, or you should remember about this card, is that these cups have spilled over. These 3 here, they have spilled over. But you still have 2 cups back here behind you that are standing. So in a sense, this means that there's still hope. Whether there's still hope for the relationship or whether there's still hope for you getting over your emotions, gaining your sense of emotions back, because these are on the ground, they're spilled over. So there's a chance for you to regain a sense of feeling like these emotions won't last. I won't say for a long time, but you have that chance of getting over them. Okay. The 8 is more so about abandonment and withdrawal. That's what you get. This is walking away. This is leaving. This is emotional hurt. Okay. Based on how this person in the card is leaving, if you look, you see this guy here. He's asleep. He has no idea that she's walking away from him, that she's left this trail of emotion. This is the trail of emotions, the trail of hurt that she's experienced, that she doesn't want to experience anymore. The ocean here represents her emotions, and that's very deep. This represents her emotions here. But given the way that she's leaving, it almost feels like escapism, like she's trying to avoid having a conversation with this person. Maybe she's just over it and she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Maybe that's why she's leaving. She wants it to be unnoticed. She's just ready to just go away. Or maybe this is representing how you're just feeling. Maybe you have not left. Maybe you haven't made preparations to leave the relationship, because these are cups, these are emotions. So it's not saying that this is what you've done already. You just may be contemplating these actions. So I hope that you guys make the best choices for yourselves. So we'll go to week 2. Week 2 is the High Priestess and the 7 of Pentacles. The High Priestess and the 7 of Pentacles. It's showing up opposite based on how I picked up the cards, but High Priestess is first and then the 7 of Pentacles. So the High Priestess is a spiritual card. The High Priestess is about trusting your instincts, listening to your intuition. It's also about silence between you and your mate. The High Priestess represents a soul connection that you share. So a lot of times, even though she does represent silence between the partners, since there is a connection between you two, you may find yourself thinking about this person all the time. I don't want to say all the time, but quite a bit. You think about this person quite a bit. You may even dream of them. They probably dream of you as well, because there is a soul connection that you guys share. It's mutual. Okay, so as far as with the sevens, you're contemplating all of the hard work that you've put into this relationship, and you're wondering if it will bear fruit. And that's what the sevens represent. It's about hard work and bearing fruit. And you know, will there be any growth or expansion? On this card, this lady here is pregnant, so they're expecting you know, this birth, this new creation that they've taken part on together with one another. So you're awaiting something. Let's see what happens. How will this turn out? That's basically where you are here. The High Priestess, there's no time frame with this card. So if there is any silence between you two, you know, it could have been going on for a few days or a few weeks, but that's why it's imperative that you really listen to your thoughts and your intuition regarding this card. This week is about reflection, and a lot of reflection is needed before you make a decision. And again, you're trying to conclude if this is something worth waiting for because you put in work. The High Priestess in a love reading means you also should focus on your own desires and needs as well. So I see here that it looks like you put in a lot of work. Either you did or your partner, but since this is your reading, Libra, I'm taking this as this card is representing you. You've put in a lot of work into this. But the High Priestess is saying that you also need to look at yourself and take care of yourself and what it is that you need. You know what I mean? So that's what she's saying as well. And maybe that's what some of the silence is about. You may need a little time to yourself. A conversation after you've had time to think will give you some insight on if you want to continue and work on the situation or not. So this isn't, this week is not negative to me. It's just saying that there is a break, a slight break between you two. Again, this could be a few days. It doesn't have to be anything long term, because I can't look at this yet like the energy from this week is your week. This could be representing another group of Libra watchers, and this could be another group, or I'll see how the reading plays out, but this actually could be in sequence. I will say, to me, it looks like maybe it could be in sequence. Maybe this week you've been contemplating, you know, if you want to leave, you're trying to decide that. Then you go to this week. This week may actually be representing the silence, because you did decide to just take a break, not walk away completely, but take a break to regather your thoughts. So actually, yes, this could be going together for the first 2 weeks, and now you're just reevaluating what it is that you want to do. Is it worth it to go forward or not? You put in a lot. You put in a lot here. Week 3 for you guys is Strength and the King of Pentacles. Strength and the King of Pentacles. Okay, let's move this here. So strength is very strong. It's about perseverance. It's about healing. It's about patience. It's about trying to regain something within yourself. A lot of times this is inner. A lot of times with strength, this is an inner strength that's needed. So this is also saying keep moving forward. Now this is about love, so it's also advising to be kind and gentle with your partner as well. Okay, now the King of Pentacles in a relationship also suggests love and patience, and again with strength, this is about healing as well. I feel like some resolution was needed, or it did occur, and maybe it's caused an external shift, and because of that, I think the relationship will deepen. The King of Pentacles, I mean, both of these cards together are really pretty good. They're really pretty good, and they're really optimistic. So the relationship should deepen. This brings about communication and commitment and long-term goals, conversation of that. It's not saying it's going to occur, but at least there's some conversation about it. Now, if you're single and you've been working on yourself and self-love and self-acceptance, because there are things that we have to do for ourselves sometimes before love will come in, then this pairing denotes that a deep, passionate, loving relationship is actually on the horizon for you. So that's for the singles, and the beginning of the reading is for the people that are paired. So there's improvement this week. That's good. All right, week 4, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. The Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. The Wheel is a destiny card. The wheel can be good or bad. It's like it's about what goes up. It goes up and it's gonna come down, and so on and so on. Round and round. That's the wheel. It's destiny. It's fate. I feel like personally this combination is quite positive, mainly because the Fool gives an indication that this wheel is going to be a positive one. As far as with the Fool, there's some sort of immunity that's given, as far as from unfavorable changes. So the Fool will block that. So that's why I'm saying that that it will be a positive change with the Wheel. Okay, so if you've had a difficult time in your relationship, things are actually looking pretty optimistic for you. And if you're single, then I think you should get ready for someone new to enter into your life. So this week for you guys this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Considering that you have the Wheel, the way these few weeks have been going for you guys, and then you end up with the Wheel, this is saying that there is going to be a change. There's going to be a shift. The Wheel signifies that there will be a shift and things are going to improve. Okay, I would like to thank you guys for watching the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I prefer to do Celtic cross readings, but I decided to try something different now. If you guys have any input about what type of spread that you like, please leave suggestions. I'm very open to that. Okay, so until next time, keep shining, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.